This is my face because we are talking about 2,000 leads. It's actually, P.S., it's actually more than that now, from one piece of faceless, that means no face on video content. We are going to dive into it. I am so excited about this. So if you are here with me, say hello here in the comments and drop me the word live so that I know that you're here. If you catch me later on the replay, drop me that hashtag replay so I can thank you for being here with me. So we are live. If you have anyone that you feel like needs to see this content, I suggest that you invite them into this group, tag them in this video. I am freaking hyped by popular demand. I've been getting so much feedback when I come on and I break down these strategies on screen. I've been getting so much positive feedback that people are like, can you do this more? Can you give us more examples? Can you show us how to do it? So here I am. We're doing this. I think I'm going to make it a series going forward because I don't know about you. I would love feedback actually. Do you learn better when you see an example? Because and I share this frequently, when I was in high school, when I was actually like middle school, elementary school, I was that student that needed to see an example of like the big book report. I needed to see an example of this like study that we had to do. And then I could digest it. But when teachers, and I had a few bad teachers in my life. Have you ever had a bad teacher? I had a few bad teachers that would just like regurgitate something at you and say, "Oh, throw this together." My mind would totally shut down. I would close off and I was like, "All right, I'm done. I'm failing this because I have no idea what to do." I need to see things. I need to like have a visual and then I'm like, "Oh crap, I can totally make that," right? So, excited to dive into this. Drop me because I'm curious and I'm just nosy. I'm super nosy. Where are you joining me from? I am in Jersey. Believe it or not, freezing my booty off up here. It's getting a little cold, y'all. I'm like not looking forward to winter at all. Excited to start decorating for Christmas, but not about cold weather. Okay, I have my notes here. I need to have the notes so that I'll stay on point and not go all over the place because this gets me so excited. Like I get so excited to come on here and show this to you because these are things that I wish that I knew when I started my business online. So I want to help all of you succeed and have success and not feel stuck in this like rut. I felt stuck for a long freaking time. I felt like I was showing up inauthentically. Do any of you feel like that? Do you ever have those moments where you're like, this is not how I want to show up. I don't want to be this person. Like, I want to get on social media and actually share how I share when I go to the hair salon, share how I share when I'm in a nail salon, like talking to friends and family, right? That is what I want to encourage you to do. I hope that I inspire you to do that with some of this content that I'm sharing. So I want to know, and I want this to be interactive. P.S. So the little chat over here, I can see what y'all are saying. I want you to interactively like engage with me, please. It fires me up. I did a training recently and I said, if something is like a light bulb moment or like an aha or like a fire tip, drop me some fire emojis because they fire me up. I love it. It's going to be my thing going forward. All right. So here's what I want to know first. Which platform are you guys all building your businesses on predominantly? Are you mostly on Facebook? Or are you on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok? Where is everybody building their business? For me, I would say that I am probably like 80% Facebook. I started to segue over into Instagram quite a bit because it's just got a different flow. I don't know if you guys know this. Like Facebook, have you guys noticed on Facebook, either A, they started like blocking your messages, B, the news feed, I see the same crap over and over. I see ads over and over on Facebook. I'll open my Facebook 5 different times a day and I'm seeing posts from like a week ago. Instagram, you guys, is like the most current thing, which I love, number one. And number two, Instagram has 3 different feeds, right? So they have the feed, which is your home feed of everybody that you like follow. They have the feed, which is the discover feed, where you can click the magnifying glass and like discover things that are relative to what you like. Like it kind of pushes things there for you. And then it has the reels feed. So I don't know. I've been loving it and it's so easy to connect with people over there. I don't know how many of you are like, I was reluctant. I was very reluctant for a long time, but I'm just saying It has potential. Just it has potential. So back to what I was asking, I'm about 80% Facebook, like 15% Instagram. I used to be very heavy on TikTok. Recently, I started repurposing some of my content from Instagram to TikTok. I don't know, I'll try it out, but maybe you guys can relate. TikTok is the hardest to connect with people, right? If you have people that are smart and they can click up top and find you on your like website, or they can find you over on Instagram, it's cool. But trying to like DM and talk to people, you got to be live. TikTok is a live platform. Do you guys agree? I see your comments over here. Like TikTok's the place to be if you want to hang out on live video, answer questions, tell people directly what to do in that moment. That's kind of like the TikTok jam. I mean, I used to do it. I know a lot of people that have success, but you got to spend hours sometimes on live video, just answering questions and doing all the things. But if you have that time, it's totally worth it. Just saying. Okay, next question. How long have you been building your business? I'm curious. How long have you been building a business online? It doesn't have to be the one that you're currently in, just business in general. I have been building my business online. I guess what? I've been in the online space now, believe it or not, for like 6 years, you guys. I think I'm going on year 7. It's crazy when I see all my old posts, you guys cringe like, when you see your old posts come up in your memories. I'm like, oh my gosh, what the heck did I use to post on my newsfeed? So curious how long you guys have been in businesses online. If you can drop that in the comments. And then the last thing I want to ask before we dive in is, do any of you already have texting, email, or both set up in your business? So if you can, drop in the comments, are you text, email, or both? As you know, I kind of started this community. I started showing up as a coach online, teaching people how to do text marketing. As of the past 6 months, I've delved a little deeper into the email part of it, which I'm going to touch on a little bit tonight. I would say this, right? As I talk tonight, and just something, food for thought. If you are a beginner to what I'm going to show you tonight, how to like bring people in onto a list, I would say as a beginner, or even someone that's a beginner with a business online, texting is perfect for you. Stay in your comfort zone and stay with something that's easy. As you start to grow and scale and you want to automate more, I was reluctant. This is the other thing I was reluctant to. I was reluctant to Instagram and I was reluctant to email. But now that I'm using email more and more for my business, and I'm watching how things are firing off when I'm sleeping, they're firing off when I'm on vacation, I'm like, this is freaking amazing. So these are the things that I teach. These are the things that I'm passionate about. These are the things that I want to show all of you, because it's this whole other world that people don't tell you about, right? People tell you copy and paste messages and, message 100 people a day and do all these things. And like, oh gosh, you guys, it's just so like, I want to show you a different way. Okay. So let's dive into this. Why you're here. I don't want to hold you on the edge of your pants anymore. I do want to share really quick a few statistics, food for thought. Less than, right? I'm going to share with you, I have 5 statistics. So number 1, less than 10% of your people, your followers, your friends see your content on social media. I don't know if you guys know that, but when you put up a story, a post, a reel, less than 10% of the people that follow you see your stuff. So if 100 people follow you, like 9 or 10 of them are seeing your content. So just food for thought. Stat number 2, when you have an email list, right, and you're sending out emails, the return on the money that you spend, right, because emails cost money, the return is about $42 per dollar. Just saying, that's like pretty cool. And it's something to keep in your mind, that when you look at like adding this as part of your business strategy, potentially, right? And you think about like, well, I'm spending money, but the average return on investment is $42. That's pretty good. All right. Texting has a 99% open rate. If you have never heard me say that before, 99. So if you send 100 text messages, 99 of them are getting read. It's super personal. It goes right to their cell phone, right? 4th little stat I have here. Oftentimes, you guys, it takes 7 touches before someone makes a purchase. 7 times that they need to hear from you before they actually add to cart. right? And the last stat kind of piggybacks off of that. Sometimes it takes multiple months. So 7 touches, but multiple months before someone actually becomes a paying client or customer. So my last question to you before I really dive in here, be honest. Do you immediately add to cart? Like, are you the person that you see something on social media, you see something on someone's stories, and you just whoop, add to cart? Or are you the person that like needs those 7 touches? Do you need to see something multiple times? Do you need to read testimonials? Do you like to look at reviews? Because I'm hoping some of you answer that, because that'll show you right there that when we post things and we just hope that people will just, oh, we're putting it in our stories and they have a link and they're just going to add it to cart. You guys, we don't do that. Like, I don't know. I can't preach this enough, but people are on social media to be educated and entertained. They're not sitting there with their wallet like, oh, wait, let me go and buy this. So if you lead right with those paid offers, unfortunately, it doesn't pan out because people just aren't in that mindset when they're on social. Okay, so here we go. Y'all ready for this? Are you ready for the show? Here, what do I got? Da, 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 da. All right, let's dive into it. Y'all ready for this? Now, first example, I want to start with a bad example. Then I'm going to show you multiple good examples. I want to show you a bad, meaning someone that is not collecting leads. I want to show you this before I show you the 2000. Someone that's posting content, great content, valuable educational content, but they're not collecting the leads. So it's like actually hurting them. All right, so let me get my first profile. I have all these tabs. If you guys could see how many tabs I have open right now. And these are, I feel like they're pretty practical examples here. So let me get my first one. What is the name I'm looking for? Hold, please, you guys. Hold. All right. This is a little different when you're sharing on, once I get it shared one time, it's fine. Is this the one I'm looking for? No, of course not. Hold on, you guys. Here we go. Okay, got it. I got her. Okay, first profile that I want to show you is, we're looking at a new mom here. I feel like this profile has a decent amount of followers, right? I didn't pick a profile to start with that has a ginormous amount of followers. So 24,000 followers, right? Says that she's sharing about new mom life, stay-at-home mom, baby lifestyle, vlogs, routines, her favorite finds, baby meals. So when I scroll down, what I'm going to show you is she's getting a ton of engagement on her content. I mean, look at the stats there, 48,000, 109,000, 48,000. What I want to show you is she is sharing what her 11-month-old eats in a day. People clearly are eating this content up. They're loving it, right? So this is the reel that I had talked about earlier in my stories. I'm going to go here. Let's make bolognese beef patties for my 11-month-old. Freezer stash, right? So over here, this is one tip. If you guys want to write this down, that I'm going to like draw your attention to. See how she starts with her call to action right up here at the top? I love it. It's like as soon as you click on her reel, the first thing you read is, if you want this, comment BOLO. And she sends it straight away. Then she gives you some information and she shows you on the reel how to make the bolognese, right? Now, what she's doing wrong, and you're like, well, Carrie, she's got engagement. She's got people commenting. You guys are correct. She does. Let me go back into it so you can see the comments down here. There's mine. She has people commenting. She has people engaging. She has people asking for the recipe. But look, when I go into my messages with her, of course, my messages aren't going to load. Hold on. She's sending you the recipe right to the DMs with no way to actually capture any leads at all. So where is she? Of course, I lost it. I had it literally on here. Ay, Dios mío, here she is. So she is sending the recipe, wham, bam, you're getting the value. And the problem with this is people frequently grab and go. They're going to get this free value. They might follow her and see her content again. They might not, but they grab and go. you guys. This could happen to any of you on social media where you're sharing this info, you're sending things in the DMs, you're sharing things with people in Facebook groups, but they might just grab that info and leave and never hear from you again. All right, so let me show you the example with the 2000. And PS, that reel that I just showed you, let me go back to her, was a faceless reel. If you guys didn't notice, that one was totally faceless. You didn't have to have anyone's face on there. It was literally just hands and making the meal. Okay, next example that I have here is Mama Knows Nutrition. She is talking realistic and low stress nutrition for your littles, picky eating help. How many of us have picky eaters, right? Or have had picky eaters if you have children that are grown? I have my own picky eater over here in my house. Now, the piece of content that I want to show you guys over here, it now has, check this out. Earlier today, it had what, 2,000 leads? It now is over 3,000, which is insane. When you click on it, we have a faceless reel, meaning there's just hands on here, just her doing snacks. She has the call to action right here, not right at the top, but it's close to the top. And what she has people commenting is either snack guide for her free toddler snack guide or hashtag SN4 for the older kids list. She gives you a little bit of extra value in here as well. She has the reel set up here, but I want to show you what she's sending to the email. So as soon as I commented, I got a little DM with a form to fill out, first name, last name, email. And then in my inbox, I got this little quick email. If you ever wish you could have a sneak peek at my Target shopping cart, this guide's going to show you exactly what products. They're all appropriate for toddlers. Click here to download. And then here is, and I have a couple of other examples that I want to show you guys. So this is her download, right? It is a basic, quick little guide, like let's make snacking easy. Every product has, and she did like a little bullet points here. And then she put some pictures on. This is something totally Canva doable, super easy to set up. You can grab these little images right online, label them. And now guess what? I'm on her email list. She can continue to connect with me. She can continue to build a relationship with me. She can push me through to her other offers that she has, right? So if you go over onto her page, just to show you, if you come up to the top and you click her link, like she has other things that she's getting paid off of, right? So she has an entire program just to show you as an example, you guys, but she's not leading with that. She's not leading with her paid offer. She's leading by sharing the free value to get me into her funnel, right? And then look at all these other tools she has, which I can bet you she'll be sending follow-up emails. She'll be building a relationship with me, and she'll be letting me know about other options that she has. Pretty cool, right? So let me go back just so that you guys can have a quick peek at her profile again. If you guys look and just take notice, sharing a lot of content that's the same types of things over and over and over, right? All right, let's look at another example. All right, let's look at this one here. Smaller account, right? This one we're talking cleaning, decluttering. So helping you to create an easy to clean home, declutter the excess, simplify the rest, clutter-free, minimalish, living with kids. So the reason why I'm drawing your guys' attention to the bio is because when you're showing up on social, you want to think about who you're helping. So if you want to write this down, right? Who do you want to help? Who are you helping? Usually it's one of two things. Usually it's either a past version of you in some shape or form. It could be you from, 2 years ago, you from 5 years ago, you as a teen, like whatever. It's like some ish that you went through and you're helping others. Or it's something that you're currently living, like the one I just showed you with the 11-month-old. She's currently living that, but she has knowledge on it. Do you see? So it's either something you're currently living that you have going on. Like I see lots of people that talk about traveling with their families and getting like travel reward cards. They're living that lifestyle and they're sharing it and talking about it and helping other people to do it. Or you're talking about a past version of you, someone that struggled with digestive issues, someone that struggled with mental health, someone that went through a divorce, someone that lived with a narcissistic family, someone that whatever, right? Does that make sense? It's one of those two things. When you identify that and you can start showing up on social media to educate people on one of those two things, and then you educate and you entertain. The entertaining comes through using like memes, relatable content, building relationships, and then you just educate and you point them to a free resource, you add them to your list, and you just build relationships and you just do it over and over. So this example that I have here, sorry I went off on that tangent, is just talking about decluttering the excess. So she might have been someone that was like, had a lot of extra stuff. How many of us have that? And she's showing people how to live minimally. So the reel that I came across for her was, which one was it? I had it on the screen too. I think it was this one. Yeah, it was this one. So this one's another faceless one, right? Because you don't ever see her face. She just has the video up. She filmed it. She sped it up. And she just talks about decluttering, offers you her checklist. If I were you guys and you were making content, I would put this at the top, just like that other one had, right? And then to show you what she's sending, right here, I got a really quick email. And this is her basic checklist that I got. Again, something that you could easily make in Canva. She has her little intro page on here. Quick little checklist, right? Anyone can make one of these up. And then she goes right to offering a pitch right here. Some people do that. Some people don't, right? You can totally have that as part of your flow. She pitches, meaning she has a paid offer. So I want to show you guys an example of a way easier freebie with this chick that I connected with before. And this is something totally different. She is helping people. She's an ex-recruiter that talks careers and confidence. So she's helping people with like resumes and stuff. So when I found her, I had come across a reel. I think it was kind of like this one. I think it was this one. So what are your greatest weaknesses? And she actually has here. Is it this one? Yes, this one. So she has on hers, I have a free interview prep PDF. Comment the word guide and I'll send it to you. And I just wanted to show you guys, you don't have to overthink what these freebies have to look like because hers is super basic. Look at this. It's literally something that was made in Google Docs, typed up, and she's just sending it over. Here's some things to like think of, yada, yada. So I know some people I connect with get super overwhelmed when you look at Canvas and you're like, oh my gosh, I can't create that. That's like so like way too much. Check it out. It doesn't have to be overwhelming. So is this helpful to like see some of these in action, see some different accounts and what people are doing? I personally have a guide that I linked up above this video. If you are ready to start building your ideal freebie, you want to come up with a way to start funneling in leads, I have ChatGPT prompts in there. I have a little quiz in there to help you come up with an idea for your freebie because I get it. I had no idea what to do before either. So let me show you one other cute example that I found that I thought was so practical for this time of year because a lot of people, and this is another thing I'll tell you when it comes to content and freebies and, funneling people in. If you can think of like the time of the year, what's currently going on in the world and society, those types of things are getting a lot of attention. So this one here is like an advent calendar, fun to do with kids for the holiday. As you can see on this piece of content, she has, goodness gracious, close to 7,000 people that she's added to her email list, right? And look, all you had to do was comment link. You're getting her free printable. And on here, this is what her printable is. Why am I pronouncing it like that? Printable, printable. I don't know. So this is what I got when I commented. It's just a quick little page about the Christmas tradition, and then really quick little squares, you guys. Like, this is something I used to make when I was a teacher, like that type of content, you know? So what I can leave you with, because I don't want to keep you guys on here forever, is, don't overthink the process, right? If any of this is like setting off some light bulbs, I encourage you to sit down, think about who you want to help and what excites you, right? That's something that I talk with a lot of clients that I work with. You are on social media, you're feeling like you have to show up a certain way, but truly, what lights you up? What are you passionate about? You know that saying that says, find something you love so you don't have to work a day in your life? That's kind of how it is. Find something that you're so excited to teach people about, to show people, value that you're excited to provide, and it really doesn't feel like you're working at all. So again, I have my guide for free. You guys can grab it above this video. It's literally a 12-page workbook that's going to help you to come up with your tool. When you're ready to take it to the next step, I can show you the tool that I use to collect my leads. I have a pretty exciting program that I'm currently working on that's going to kick off in the new year, where I'm going to help you each week come up with the parts of your system to get it all set up. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, that is really all I wanted to share. I didn't want to keep this lengthy. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me this long. I'll try and do more of these. Honestly, a lot of people ask me too. Another thing I wanted to share, how do I find all these freebies and downloads and people that I follow? I just go on the Reels page a lot and I'll do some scrolling. I don't do it a ton. It's like my morning activity. I do for about a half hour and I do it in the evening. I see what I come across. I look for reels that have a lot of engagement, reels that people are commenting on. I comment and I get people's freebies and their lead magnets, and I watch what they say and what they do and what their downloads are. It's honestly how you can learn and do a lot of like research. So that way you can, either look at someone's process and, use it as an example for your own, or a way to make their process your own, but better, right? So I appreciate you guys. I hope you are having a great Black Friday season. Another reason I didn't want to keep you on too long, because a lot of y'all are grinding, and I'll be back on soon. Bye.